Hello, everyone. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First, it's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one. Please download the free Anchor app or to go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hey, you guys, and welcome back. And if you are new here, I just want to say thank you so much for even taking out your time listening to me. And for those of you who are always listening to me, you know you got to support your girl. You got to support the podcast. You guys can send in anything that you would like to send in. There should be a link in the description box. And this is just for future podcast episodes. And you guys can also email me so I can talk about whatever you guys put in the email. If it's appropriate, then I can talk on it. But again, thank you guys. Today is Thursday and the time is moving by. When I tell you these days is going by so fast, it's just really unbelievable. But I just want to talk about um always believe in yourself. No matter what the situation may look like, or no matter what you got going on in your life in this moment, you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in your own self, why should anybody else believe in you? You know, it really don't make sense. But I'm saying this to say that whatever you set your heart on to do, whatever that you have a desire to do, or whatever that you're good at, push forward, push forward and do it. I don't care if you know how to fry a piece of chicken to the core, or if you know how to design clothes, or if you are a interior decorator and you know that you're good at what you do. Believe in yourself. You shouldn't let nothing or no one stopping you from accomplishing anything in your life. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. I'm saying this because there was a time that I hated math, okay? Wasn't the fact that I wasn't good at it, it was just a subject that I didn't really care too much for. That just wasn't something that I was interested in. I've always liked it, science, and I love to read. So I was good in those subjects. But last year, well, no, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I decided to get into the LPN program. So in order to actually even get in the program, you got to take the HESI exam. So I knew that I had to, brush up on a little bit of studying or whatnot. And the only thing that I really was concerned about was math, because then again, I hated math. So I signed up to take the test and I had like 2 weeks to study for it. So I studied a lot for it. I pretty much looked on YouTube and I just, did a lot of studying. I had also ordered this HESI test study guide off of Amazon. So I was going back and forth with both of those materials. And I really, really, I'm telling y'all, when I say I studied for those 2 weeks, I studied. So when it was time for me to go take the HESI test, I went and took it. And yeah, I was nervous as I don't know what. I felt like I had to throw up. I kept looking at the clock and it just seemed like the clock was it was just so loud. Like the time was just tick, 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 tick. I ain't lying to y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. But I took this test And I was just so happy when I got done. Um, as I was sitting in the lobby, I was waiting for the lady to come back so she can go over my results with me. And I just knew, I knew that I knew that I knew I failed the math test. But to my surprise, we talked about it and she went over my results. And actually, I scored so high in the math and I couldn't believe it because remember, I hate math, and this was something that I've always kind of tiptoed around or ran from, so to speak. And the woman had told me that very thing that you was running from was running to you. And I told you I was going somewhere with this. This is why it's so important to believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. The whole time I'm sitting here thinking that I knew I wouldn't go past the math test, and I did. And to sum all of this up, I missed the whole exam by 5 points. And I didn't even, I ain't gonna say I didn't care, I did care, but I wasn't upset because of what I was told, that I did such an amazing job on this math. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing for me in itself. I'm telling y'all this. No matter what you got going on, no matter what the situation is, don't never, ever limit yourself. Don't ever, ever doubt yourself or give up on yourself. You got to tell yourself that you can do this. I don't care what it is. You can do it. You have to do it. The world needs you, right? You're great at whatever that you do. Don't ever self doubt yourself. You know, letting the devil get in your mind and scaring you to the point of no return, or telling you that you can't go back to school. You done got too old. You can't do hair no more, or um anything, because I know that I know that I know that's how he operates. He want us to operate in fear, because remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. Ain't none of it real. It's all fake. Okay? I just wanted to get on here real quick and drop y'all some gems and learn from what I just told you, because it's real. As always, we gonna pray up, we gonna grow up, we gonna glow up. Shalom. Remember, if you guys want me to talk about a specific subject, all you gotta do is just email me. Okay? Use the email. And again, support the podcast.